Hello again, it's Priscilla Badsell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio with a 10 by 20 inch canvas and a desire to experiment with some techniques so that I can use them in something more complicated than I am now. This is Chantilly lace. And I think I'm going to give it a little bit of abalone if it's open. Just so I have enough color in my sky. And then I'm going to try using that sky background color to facilitate adding an actual color, which in this case is probably going to be Ginger Peach, a primary element. Now I should take a moment and try and wipe some of that off my spatula over the edge. I'm not sure it'll serve any purpose in the long run, but at least it'll make me feel better right now. And I just got some gray from my silicone mat on my spatula, and I chose to use it in my sky. So I'm going to try this Ginger Peach after I make sure it's open. And I'm going to combine it with a little bit of shiny taffeta, which is a Prizm Pour. And I might come back and do something else. Starting with taking that... Okay, what did I do with my tweezers? There. Yay. Taking that interloper out. And its companions. Evidently I was not careful enough taking the full... Oh, somebody's communicating with me. Now I like this okay, but I kind of want some orange. I'm going to use some of that right now on the edges. Trying to remember that the paint from the last painting is still wet on the silicone mat that's protecting or catching. So I either have to wipe my spatula off or grab a fresh one. And I'm going to continue to use it, but I'm going to grab a little bit of saffron. Try not to have any additional paint chips this time. Now odd colors. Well, not totally odd, but I'm about to make it odd. Use that over the edge. Might even be more there than I need. I wish my turntable's silicone mat were dry because I like to put my spatula down where I can't right now. I'm going to try a little bit of Plum Blossom, but I'm going to put it on top of a little bit of Chantilly lace. Cross your fingers. I'm going to knock this off. Doesn't really matter what happens to the bottom right now, but I really wish I'd quit having extra guests in my painting. I'm going to try that again up here. hope I get away with it because I like them together. Still having guests. These tweezers are on my Amazon link. I have 2 pair. I really, really love them. When I can't find them, I have 2 pair for a reason. When I can't find them, I panic. That's pretty cool. I like all of that. So now, I'm going to try and convince myself that it's okay to leave that top edge. And this edge. Did a very poor job of that, actually, because I just had to go do it the minute I mentioned it. A lot of times I'll tell people that you really need to have a frame for these. And I'm going to put some of these things away and put some pillow paint out, which is Sherwin Williams. As soon as I find the place to open it. I'm so nervous these days. I don't know what's going on. That seems like quite a bit and maybe enough. I don't want a ton. If I don't have to spin, I'm not sure I really want to. I'd like to have the right amount so that I could use a palette knife, a smaller one than the one I've got, to pull the paint down into position, like so. Now there's still a fairly heavy layer, which is good, because that means there's room for spinning or even potentially scooping and dragging. And that's going in the bucket too. I'm going to use my smaller palette knife, I believe, and I'm going to do, I'm going to do white, as long as it'll come out. I still keep, that's the 3rd painting in a row. I forgot to clean the tip on this out. There, it's coming out now. I'm going to use some purple, dioxazine purple. There's Hobby Lobby Master's Touch dioxazine purple, and Amsterdam white, and Amsterdam black. And I have some Atelier with Amsterdam, excuse me, with Aussie Floetrol that I made green out of yellow and blue. I have no idea what I'm doing or what I will do once I've decided that this is enough. I'm throwing that in the bucket. I'm just going to wind up using a smaller palette knife and some other colors. I'm going to start with this green, and I'm going to use some of my Baltic Amber, which is a Prizm Pour, which stayed mixed really nicely. There's my cell activator. Here's my Baltic Amber. I see there's something stuck to my tape. Kind of craving some other color. I've got Indigo Violet that I'm contemplating putting down at my horizon line. If it'll open. Alright, so what's next? Do I have another palette knife? I do. Do I have one I'd prefer? I'm just going to use another acetate tool. And some more black. And then if that doesn't suit me, I'll move along. I'm going to use some of this black iris, another Prizm Pour. And, whoops, dripped right off. And some Sea Monster, which I believe is a primary element. I've decided it's okay to dribble. I'm not sure where this is going at all. Not my best effort, I don't think. I sort of want to tip, but I'm not sure at this point that I can get away with that totally. Put some bottles away so I can motivate myself to grab an edge catcher. And hopefully the Australian Floetrol will develop. I've got marooned and I could use some of that. Alright, put that in the bucket. Grab an edge catcher, even if one's not long enough. I'm going to go the wrong way first. I hope that moves. Now I can definitely spin this. I'm inclined to grab my straw. Back the other way. Getting some interesting patterns. It might not be so bad. If I'd stop panicking, it'd be a really good start. I see I have colors over here that I might want to drag another swipe through. Now if I put an edge catcher down, it means when that paint hits the edge, I can rock it and cover that edge. I'm getting some really interesting patterns actually. Maybe I panicked a little too early on, and you can move the painting up. Now we're trying to get back down to the other direction, which really won't work like that. I need to turn it around. I'm having a messy day. I have messy days once in a while. I'm just going to tip that right into that paint. Oh, and I'm going to fix my top with my finger, because I just found out there's all kinds of drips up there that are perfect amount to cover that. Now I'm showing it to you from the correct direction for a change, and I've got some really wild, very cool stuff in there. The question is, do I want to continue or stop? Looks like the crest of a frozen wave back there. Alright, I need another tool. And I'm going to use, I just want to use the green, but I'm going to use the black instead. I want to do that again. Still want to use the green. And maybe a little black after. Try not to have the same exact marks. I'm getting ready for a camera that records longer so I can relax a little, I think. I'm trying to decide what other color I might want. And I'm thinking a little bit of Wild Orchid. So check below the video for my link tree where you can find my Amazon link, and my 2 books are on it, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. They are all the processes, they're still relevant. I like that better. And I might snag a little bit more of this, because it just basically comes out easier than the last stuff I tried to use. So I love you guys. I want you to take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'm inclined to drag a palette knife through that. I got some cells in the end. I'm happy with that. I'm going to have to pull some paint down onto my bottom because there really isn't much of anything there. And I'm really tempted to drop a little sun in that sky. Because I can, sort of thing. I think I'll let it spread on its own. All right, I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. That's pretty wild. I may have to make adjustments in my sun. Since I blew it out around. I'm not sure what that signifies, but it was definitely a good experiment for what I have in mind in the future. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching longer. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for the PayPal donations that help keep me painting. And thank you to my new members who are enjoying the 60 videos for members only. I do sell my artwork. I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I do love you guys. You do inspire me. I do post at 2:15 p.m. Come on. Eastern Standard Time, pretty much 7 days a week. And I'm not unhappy with this. It took me a minute to love it, but I love it now. All right. Don't forget about my Amazon link with my 2 books on it. And don't forget, there's a Colourarte coupon code for 20% off. I'm a Colourarte affiliate. And the link to Colourarte's website is right there. Spring clothing is below the video. Le Gallerist, Society 6, and Pixels.com, Fine Art America can all have stuff you've found that if you can't find what you're looking for, just ask me. My email address is easpb, and the word gallery spelled out, at gmail.com. I love you guys endlessly. I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.